If a woman is with another man, do this accepting the hard truth, gentlemen. Today I want to speak to you with honesty, with clarity, and with the kind of wisdom that is earned through pain, reflection, and growth. There comes a time in a man's life when he must face one of the most difficult truths. The woman he loves, the woman he thought was his partner, is now with another man. Whether this happens suddenly or whether you saw it coming, it feels like a blade cutting into your chest. It is betrayal, it is loss, it is heartbreak. And in that moment, your mind screams with questions. What do I do? How do I respond? How do I face myself after this? This is not just a question about her, this is a question about you, because how you respond in this moment will define not only your relationship with her, but your relationship with yourself, your dignity, and your future as a man. So today, I will not give you easy cliches. I will not tell you to beg her back, to fight for her, or to pretend this doesn't hurt. No. I will give you the truth, the wise, calm, grounded response that will preserve your strength, your dignity, and your peace. The emotional storm, men. Face the first thing you must acknowledge is the storm inside you. The emotions that rise in this situation are overwhelming. Anger, jealousy, betrayal, humiliation, confusion. You may feel rage toward her. You may feel hatred toward him. And beneath it all, you feel broken inside, questioning your worth, questioning whether you were ever enough. This storm is natural. It is the human response to betrayal and loss. But the problem is not the storm itself. The problem is what you do in the storm. Because when men act from raw emotion, they often do things that destroy their self-respect. They beg, they lash out, they fight, they stalk, they cry in desperation. And later, when the storm passes, they look back with shame. You must understand this truth. It is not the betrayal itself that will break you. It is how you choose to respond to it. The dangers of reacting in weakness. When you find out that a woman is with another man, the temptation is strong to react impulsively. Some men chase after her, demanding answers. Some men confront the other man, trying to prove dominance. Others spiral into depression, drinking, isolating, or drowning in self-pity. And some beg, thinking that if they just show how much they care, she will change her mind. But let me tell you this, with absolute clarity, none of these reactions will serve you. Begging will not make her love you again. It will only confirm that she has the power and that you have lost yourself. Fighting the other man will not restore your dignity. It will only make you look desperate and unstable. Collapsing into self-pity will not heal you. It will only make the wound deeper. The moment you allow your emotions to control your actions, you give away the most important thing a man has, his self-respect. And once you lose that, you lose far more than the woman. You lose yourself. The wise path, self-control and dignity. So what then should you do? If a woman is with another man, how should you respond? The answer, gentlemen, is this: you do nothing to chase, nothing to beg, nothing to fight. You respond with calm, with silence, with dignity. The most powerful move you can make in this situation is not action, but restraint. Not chaos, but composure. Not desperation, but detachment. Understand this: a woman who has chosen another man has already made her decision. Your job is not to convince her otherwise. Your job is not to compete. Your job is to accept reality, to let go, and to walk forward with your head held high. Silence is power, distance is clarity, and composure is strength. When you refuse to chase, you show that your worth is not dependent on her decision. When you refuse to fight the other man, you show that your dignity cannot be stolen. When you remain calm, you show that you are a man who controls himself, even in the fire, understanding her choice without self-blame. Now many men make the mistake of internalizing her choice. They believe it means they are not enough, that they are unworthy, that they are failures. But listen carefully. Her decision to be with another man says more about her than it says about you. Perhaps she was unfaithful. Perhaps she was restless. Perhaps the relationship had cracks. Perhaps you made mistakes. Yes, you can and should reflect on your role in the relationship, but do not take her choice as a measure of your worth. A man's value is not determined by the loyalty of a woman. A man's value is determined by his character, his purpose, and his ability to remain grounded when the ground shakes beneath him. So release the self-blame, learn what you must learn, but do not let her actions define your identity. Rebuilding yourself from within. When a woman leaves, and especially when she leaves for another man, the temptation is to focus on her, to obsess over what she's doing, to monitor, to wonder, to compare. But this will only poison your mind. The wisest thing you can do in this moment is turn all that energy back toward yourself. Build your body, build your mind, build your mission, reconnect with your brothers, with your passions, with your goals. This is the time to invest in you. Because here is the truth. Women may come and go, but the relationship you have with yourself is eternal. If you crumble, if you lose yourself, you will always remain weak. But if you rebuild, if you rise stronger, then no betrayal can destroy you. Take this pain and make it fuel. Pain is energy. Channel it into growth. Channel it into discipline. Channel it into your higher purpose. How to transform pain into power. Every man who has ever been betrayed has a choice to let the pain break him or to let the pain build him. And the difference lies in perspective. You can see this experience as the end or as the beginning. You can see it as a curse or as a gift. You can see it as the loss of love or as the awakening of strength. Because think about this. What greater training ground is there than heartbreak? It teaches you self-control. It teaches you to separate your identity from someone else's approval. It teaches you that nothing outside of you defines your worth. And it gives you the fire to rise higher than before. So use it. Let the pain carve you into a stronger man. Let it harden your discipline, sharpen your focus, deepen your wisdom. One day you will look back and see that this betrayal was not the end. It was the beginning of your transformation. The bigger picture, relationships and growth. Now let us step back and look at the bigger picture. Relationships are fragile because human beings are fragile. People change, desires shift, loyalty waver. And while that reality may feel bitter, it also carries an important lesson. You cannot control others, but you can always control yourself. The purpose of love is not to guarantee permanence. The purpose of love is to teach us, to grow us, to reveal to us parts of ourselves we could not see alone. Sometimes love stays, and sometimes love leaves. But in both cases, it leaves us with wisdom. So do not see her departure as the end of your story. See it as a chapter in your growth. The next chapters are yours to write. Final call to action. Choosing strength. Gentlemen, if a woman is with another man, do not chase, do not beg, do not fight, do not collapse. Instead, stand. Stand in your dignity. Stand in your self-respect. Stand in your purpose. She has made her choice. Now it is time for you to make yours. Will you choose weakness, or will you choose strength? Will you let betrayal define you, or will you let it refine you? Will you waste your energy on what is gone, or will you invest your energy into becoming the man you are destined to be? The truth is simple. If she is with another man, you let her go, not because you are weak, not because you do not care, but because you respect yourself too much to fight for what is no longer yours. Walk away with calm, walk away with dignity, walk away with the quiet strength that says I know my worth, and I will not lower myself for anyone. And as you walk, remember this, life will bring new love, new opportunities, new beginnings, but the man you become through this trial, that man is forever, and that is the man you must protect, honor, and continue to build. Gentlemen, the choice is yours. Choose strength, choose dignity, choose yourself.